The transition to the new age of microtransactions is well underway for The Sims 4, and now they want to include diversity behind that paywall. Hey there, I hope you've been staying happy, healthy, and hydrated. Today, we gotta talk about something pretty serious. It's the new Sims 4 kits that were announced this week. Now, you might remember my video about the kits when they were first leaked. If you haven't, you can click the pop-up at the top of the screen or find the link in the description. In addition, I've made a video in the past talking about the diversity issue in The Sims 4. That link will also be in the description. So, let's talk about these new kits. EA tested the waters, and I guess they're happy with the results, since it seems like kits are here to stay. Since the announcement of The Sims 4 kits at the beginning of the year, they've already released 5 kits. Now they're about to almost double that with this new season, with 4 more kits coming out. This is concerning to me. Let's quickly rehash what kits are. They're bite-sized content that's hyper-focused on a specific element or feature. They're supposed to help avoid a content drought within The Sims 4. Well, that doesn't sound bad at all. And I would have to agree with that if the developers actually fix the pre-existing issues. There are issues within Sims 4 that have been there for years, and they still haven't fixed them. Some packs are unplayable because of them, for example, Dino. In addition, each new pack, update, and kit brings even more issues that aren't quickly resolved, if they ever get resolved at all. So yeah, kits are microtransactions. Kits are easy to make and easy to convince players to purchase them because after all, they cost just as much as that latte from that local cafe. And I'm not just talking about a basic double-double from Tim Hortons. Nevertheless, that doesn't mean that they're great. In fact, with more kits coming out each season, the average player just simply cannot keep up with the new content. Currently, the game is incredibly expensive, just sitting at over $1,000 Canadian for everything, which is still nowhere close to the $75,000 American dollar price tag for The Sims 3. If you want to check out the person who did the math on that, I have that in the description as well. Furthermore, kits are a great way to incite FOMO in Simmers. The fear of missing out is real. Trust me. Personally, I experience it all the time with The Sims. People who like to have complete Sims collections are probably players who experience FOMO. You don't want to be the only one who doesn't have the newest pack. You don't want to be the only one not experiencing dust bunnies and vacuums. Now do you? Of course not. Talking about seasons, I'm no stranger to a video game having seasons or battle passes. Truth be told, some of the games I play the most include a variation of that, and not only that, but I actually do purchase them from time to time. So I'm not against this content distribution method. I'm really not. One of my favorite games of all time, Destiny 2, does this, and I've been quite a fan. Each season comes with a new game mechanic, loot, cosmetics, and other elements, as well as a developed storyline that goes hand in hand with the game's overall plot. The season is story-focused and allows players to explore the game in sometimes unexpected ways. They don't always get it right, but when they do, it's addicting and totally worth the $15 Canadian. On the other hand, Sims 4 hasn't done a great job at implementing seasons. It feels like they want in on the seasons and the battle passes, but they believe that their only way to do so is through kits. I would beg to differ. Instead of pushing overpriced, shallow, buggy, and lazy content at us, they could be trying to implement something that's larger than that. Last season, the Summer of Sims, actually did a better job at this because it included an event. Did that event live up to expectations? No, but they could have used it as a learning experience to create something even better. So, I'm downright disappointed that there isn't something like this time around. Or at least they haven't announced something like that yet. There might still be something like that. We just don't know about it. The Sims has always had a diversity issue. Back in August of 2020, I counted all of the curly afro kinky hairstyles with each pack and added it up. At that point, there were 7 out of 68 base game hairstyles, 28 out of 137 for expansion hairstyles, 5 out of 46 for the game pack hairstyles, and 8 out of 57 stuff pack hairstyles that would have qualified as a curly afro kinky hairstyle, making it a grand total of only 48 hairstyles out of 308. Since then, they've added skin sliders, makeup sliders, and have focused on diverse Sims and including diversity with each pack. I applaud them for taking action to rectify the situation. It's extremely important for life simulation games to represent how diverse real-life humans are. That's why it's incredibly upsetting that a lot of the newer cast items that feature fashion from Eastern countries are behind a paywall. It sort of feels like they want to prove that Sims 4 is filled with diverse Sims features and fashions, but they ignore the fact that this diversity is going to cost the player extra cash. So it literally costs money for Simmers to replicate real-life people, themselves, and diverse fashion. This doesn't really go hand in hand with their whole play with life and recreate yourself branding that they built up for the Sims franchise. There's just something that feels extremely icky about including cast items from anywhere except for Western countries behind a paywall. It's almost as if those cast items are exclusive and not just standard fashion. I can't really find the words to describe how I feel, but it's like they're acting like Western fashion is default or standard, and that's why it's base game content and content that's featured in all of the DLC. Well, on the other hand, fashion from anywhere else in the world isn't and needs to be its own pack. As I said, there's something icky about it, but I can't exactly place my finger on it. I'm not even going to touch upon the fact that the street fashion kit just feels like leftovers from City Living and/or should have been included in the City Living pack refresh, but I have seen that opinion floating around on the subreddits. In conclusion, I'm simply not a fan of diversity being a thing you need to purchase for a life simulation game. Moreover, I'm not down for microtransactions for a game that doesn't fix its bugs, has shallow gameplay, and honestly doesn't care about the player experience. Oh, but Catchy, they gave us 1,000+ swatches. Those swatches should have been included. They're giving us nothing. And that's not really hard to do. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please let me know what you feel about the new kits in the comments. I'd love to hear from everyone and hear some different perspectives on this. Thank you again, and I hope you're staying well. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye!